打撃が好調ながらもランナーがいる状態での打率の低さが目立っている大谷選手。そんな大谷選手についてロバーツ監督が語っていましたのでそちらの翻訳をご覧ください。それではどうぞ。
What did you see from him today, especially settling in after that first inning? How did you see him bounce back?
I thought he settled in really well. Obviously, that first inning, I'm sure there were some emotions going on. The command wasn't there, and little bad luck in the sense of the Garcia ball, just a chopper over Freddie's glove, created a situation for him, and they drove in that run. But after that, I mean, he was lights out. He really was. I thought he got in a good rhythm. He kind of calmed his nerves, and I just felt right there. Abrams, he didn't have many pitches left, and then Abrams took some good swings against him, as did Winker. So I felt good about going to Bessie there. But as far as making a major league debut, it was a really nice job.
What did you think was just whether missing from the offense or from their pitching, just something that they were doing, or did you see like something?
I think today it was, I thought you got to give Urban a lot of credit. It's one of those days we hadn't seen him before. He's got a lively fastball. Fastball played up in the zone against the right-handers. He was sort of running it in on us, and before we break him on there. So, outside of Shohei, we really didn't, have an answer for him today. And then they get to their two leverage guys in the pen, and they've been lights out all year.
And then 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position today. So what do you think about the at-bat quality in those situations?
We didn't have too many, but yeah, I think that at that point in time, we had a couple opportunities to kind of tack on a run here and there. But when it came down to it, Urban made pitches, and there was a lot of strikeouts in there. I don't know how many, and a lot of soft contact. And clearly, our guys weren't seeing the ball well.
Obviously, kind of games like this are going to happen throughout the course of the season. But is there concern with the bottom of the order and just kind of production? What's that putting up right now?
They're grinding. They're in it. It's certainly not for lack of preparation or each day is a new day or effort. Right now, it's just not happening for these guys. And I think right now we're bunching them all together. But there's a few guys that are really trying to find their way. I think James is really starting to kind of find his swing. The last week, I think he's been taking some really good swings. But there's some other guys that are still scuffling. So, I hate to, make too much out of, 40 at-bats. Obviously, they're going to get better. And, two we have, and I want to keep bringing them out there.
As a first impression, can you develop a little bit of trust the way that Landon kind of bounced back from that first inning?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's fair that you have some nerves and some emotions making a debut here. Absolutely. And he'll get another start. I don't know what day that is, but yeah, he'll get another start, and expect to build on that first one.
Does this kind of feel like a good time for an on-thing, just kind of get away from for a day?
Yeah, I felt good coming into this series, but those guys, to their credit, they ran the bases well, they defended well. Garcia at second base took a lot of hits away from us. I thought the bullpen for them did a really nice job, and I think that it'll be nice to reset and get a new team in here, and we'll be up to play the Mets, and we'll be ready.
Could you tell Landon was nervous by maybe his mannerisms out there, and did that strikeout 10 innings sort of settle him a bit?
That strikeout right there to Senzel, the changeup, 3-2 changeup, was a really good pitch. But I think with Landon, he's a command guy, so when he's losing his changeup arm side or the fastball, he's missing with command. I think that speaks to kind of adrenaline emotions. And then, he even said once he got settled into the game, then the nerves dissipated.
And on a positive note, 3 debuts this week. Vanasco, 2 scoreless a couple days ago. Pages base hit yesterday. You had 5 innings of 2-run ball from Knack. What is it about this organization from a player development standpoint that allows them to have so much success?
We do a lot of good things. I think that we identify a lot of good talent, a lot of good makeup players, and we develop them. And so it's not easy to come here as a young player who, in this environment. But it was a good week as far as kind of guys making their debuts and performing, because each of those guys contributed. So, like I said earlier about Andy, he's going to have continued runway, but it speaks to the consistency
how valuable is it having someone like Ryan Yarbrough, who's in a relatively similar role, just kind of learning from him?
It's huge. Obviously, with what Yarbs did, going 5 innings the other night, and then Michael to take down 3 innings today to stay away from some other guys. And, you know, with baseball, you've got to look at the bigger picture and manage workload for guys in the pen. And to have 2 guys that you feel comfortable that can get right and left out and in any situation is huge. And, you know, so I think that Michael, his last couple outings have been really solid, really good. The strikeout to walk has been good all year. So I think that now he's got a little bit of momentum, and he'll be ready to go at some point this weekend.
What do you think about today's show?
Shohei was fantastic. I thought he did a great job. He saw some good arms today. And he did a great job controlling the strike zone. And, you know, when he got a pitch in the strike zone, he hit it hard. And so if he can continue to do that, you know, as good as he is, I think that he can be even better. Thanks, guys.
いかがでしたか？得点圏打率は低迷していますが打率も本塁打も絶好調なので、ここからの修正に期待しましょう。このチャンネルは日本人メジャー選手に対する海外のインタビューなどの翻訳動画をご紹介いたします。ぜひ、チャンネル登録高評価よろしくお願いいたします。